So, you think you know haunted house stories, eh? You think babysitting horror peaked back in the late 70s with phone calls coming from inside the house? Well, maybe. But what if there's also time travel? What if reality slips sideways? What if you aren't sure what's happening until it's almost too late? If any of that sounds intriguing, or confusing, or exactly your vibe, this might be the Stephen Graham Jones novel for you. Let's get into The Babysitter Lives. Welcome to Fantasy for the Ages, the show where I, Jim, the father of this channel, talk fantasy, sci fi, horror, and anything else nerddom throws my way. Often I talk with my son, Zach, about these things, but today is a solo episode. You just get the father. If you're new here, be sure to like this episode, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you never miss one of our episodes. And a heartfelt thank you to our amazing Patreon supporters. You help keep the lights on, the books stacked, and the horrors, well, horrifying. If you'd like to join this fellowship and support our channel, you'll find the link down below in the show notes. All right, let's talk SGJ. The book today I'm diving into is The Babysitter Lives. Stephen Graham Jones, of course, is the author. This book was originally released as an Audible original, with the written edition actually arriving a few years later. So you could only listen to this as an audiobook on Audible. And that is how I came across it. The genre is horror. It's more psychological horror than anything else, but it also has supernatural time slip elements embedded throughout. It's about 5 to 6 hours on audio, so this is not a very long story. Low risk, high reward, perhaps. The book is praised for its atmosphere, its disorientation, and SGJ's signature genre blending. Critics and fans alike note the tension of the story, the clever structure of the writing, and the unreliable reality poured through the mind of our narrator. The ending? Mixed reactions. Some love it, others want to shout at the sky. I'll get to that later. Overall, it is considered a strong but slightly polarizing entry in Stephen Graham Jones' modern horror catalog. Why did I read this book? Honestly, I've been on a Stephen Graham Jones tear all through 2025, absolutely plowing through his catalog, and I'm almost done. Just a few novels left now, all post 2020. And what's wild is that as I've progressed toward his more recent works, they've just gotten better and better. So naturally, it was time for The Babysitter Lives now. Here's a Spoiler-Lite summary. It's Halloween Eve. A teenage babysitter arrives at a wealthy home to watch two kids late into the night. Standard setup, right? Except something is wrong. Something in the house is moving, but not the way it should. Something already happened, or hasn't happened yet, or might be happening again? Memories and moments start repeating, or slipping out of order, and the babysitter finds herself caught in a haunting that bends time, rewrites meaning, and suggests that the house, or something inside it, has been waiting for her. At the center of it all, a trauma, a mystery, a truth buried so deep that even the house seems unsure how to reveal it. And that's as much as I can say to keep it spoiler light. I do not want to ruin your experience with this story. I did this one as an audiobook the way it was originally designed, and honestly, that is the way to go. Yes, you can read it now. It's packaged with another short story or novella by Stephen Graham Jones that just came out here in 2025, but no, do this on audiobook. Trust me. The narrator does a terrific job capturing the tension, the confusion, the spiraling terror of our babysitter. They sell the reality slippage in a way that hits, mwah, it's just right. I was thoroughly entertained the whole way through. But I'll admit the ending was a tiny bit of a frustration point for me, a little bit of a letdown. Not because it's bad, but because it didn't end the way I wanted it to end. You know what I mean? I caught myself going, wait, what? Come on, Jones! But that's a me problem. The ending is thematically solid, appropriate, and true to Stephen Graham Jones' style. I just wanted a different kind of aha moment than the one he gave me. Still, fantastic experience overall. Here's nine, yes, nine reasons you might enjoy this novel. Number one, you like a good haunting tale. This book has atmosphere for days. Number two, you enjoy a little time travel or time slippage in your haunted house stories. The bending of time is a major feature here, not a gimmick. Three, you like stories where you don't fully understand what the heck is going on until you suddenly do, or you think you do. The disorientation of this tale is intentional and quite effective. Four, you appreciate LGBT themes presented naturally inside the narrative. Jones brings subtle representation here that some will find distinctly meaningful. My fifth reason, you love a solid mystery buried under layers of supernatural weirdness. The haunting has a reason, and uncovering it is part of the tension. Reason number six, you prefer horror that focuses on psychology and perception over monsters and gore. This is a horror that crawls into your mind, not your stomach. Number seven, you enjoy a single location, bottle episode style horror setup. The house is the stage, the villain, and the riddle here. Bottle episode style, more than I can even reveal. Number eight, you appreciate audiobooks with strong immersive narration. This narrator, Isabella Star LeBlanc, elevates the story. And finally, number nine, you're already a Stephen Graham Jones fan, like me, and you want to follow his evolution into the 2020s. It's a fascinating midpoint between his early work and his more recent masterpieces. For some final thoughts, let me just say The Babysitter Lives is a creative, well-written horror novel with a unique approach to hauntings and time. Is it on the same level as SGJ's Indian Lake trilogy? Or I Was a Teenage Slasher? I've done reviews on all of these previously. For me, no, it's not quite there. Those are outstanding next-level reads. And honestly, I fully expect The Only Good Indians, the novel Jones published just before The Babysitter Lives, which I'll be reading very soon, to stand above this one as well, from everything I've heard. But that said, The Babysitter Lives is still a very good novel. Definitely part of SGJ's post-2020 golden era, and I wouldn't wave anyone off from giving it a shot. In fact, it's kind of refreshing to read a book from him that's only good, rather than earth-shatteringly great like these late-era books are turning out to be. You might love The Babysitter Lives, and even if you don't, you'll absolutely appreciate the craft that went into writing it. Thanks for joining me for this review. If you've read The Babysitter Lives, let me know your thoughts down in the comments. And even if you haven't, tell me whether this sounds like another Jones story for you. If you enjoyed the episode, please like, subscribe, ring that notification bell so you don't miss any of our future fantasy, sci-fi, and horror content. And again, if you'd like to support us here on the channel, the link to our Patreon page is down below. Thanks for considering. That's where I'll leave you then. Thanks for watching today. We'll talk to you next time.